I learned two things growing up in the South. Number one, label your gas cans. And number two, common sense is not evenly distributed. One day, my dad had to pick Johnny up for work. My dad had a small brick job going, and Johnny was one of his helpers. This was during the school year, so I couldn't help my dad at the time. And Johnny didn't have a car. Big surprise there. My dad had one of those old Shell gas credit cards. He kept when money was kind of tight. Because, when you're self-employed, you never know when your next paycheck is going to arrive. So Dad pulls up into the gas station, fills the gas tank up and pays with the Shell credit card. While they're driving off, a few minutes later, Johnny turns to my dad and goes, "Man, I sure would like to get me one of those cards so I can get me some free gas when I get my car fixed." I'm not making this up. This is actually what he said. My dad turns to Johnny and goes, "Dang, boy, you got to pay for this. They mail you a bill." And Johnny goes, "Well, it's still free, ain't it?" That's when Dad should have said to Johnny, "Now this is a credit card. This isn't the Gas Ferry Multipass." Okay, I'm not going to let my dad off the hook that easy here. One year, he bought him a brand new riding lawnmower, and he was really proud of that thing. Now, we live next door to each other, so he offered to mow my yard as well. He was basically retired at this point. He was just looking for a reason to use that riding lawnmower. He said, "Hey, I'll mow your yard if you'll help pay for gas." I'm like, "Sure, Dad. Just I'll go in my garage and grab the gas can. There's probably about a half a gallon of gas in there." Okay, now you got to visualize this. I have a 2-car garage. At the front of my garage, I have a little push mower sitting there that I would use around the house, and had the gas can sitting right next to it. So Dad pulls up, walks into my garage, walks past the lawnmower and the gas can, and walks all the way to the corner of my garage where I keep my old kerosene heater that I used to warm up the garage at times. And he has to move a broom, a shovel, and a piece of plywood to reach down and grab this can of kerosene that I purposely placed as far away as I could from the lawnmower in the front of the garage. He picks it up, walks all the way back to his brand new lawnmower to top off his gas tank. So he puts the kerosene can back, hops on his brand new lawnmower, and drives back to his house. Later he tells me, "As I was going up the driveway, I knew something was wrong. It started a spitting and a sputtering, and it started rattling." And he got all animated about, "I cut it off. I knew something was wrong." I said, yeah, there's something definitely wrong. That lawnmower was never the same again. After he got it back from the shop, it would not run right at all. He would get off of it, and it would sit there and idle. It would just go, "Rah, rah, rah." It sounded like Randy Travis trying to hum a high note at the county fair. There was something wrong with this thing. I think he eventually had to get rid of it. I think he had that lawnmower like a year, and after 1 year, it was already on its way to a retirement home for lawnmowers. All right, let me tell on myself here while I'm at it, since I'm calling everybody else out. Back when I first started in my job a long, long time ago, our forklifts were actually used gasoline. People would actually have to go around and fill them up with gasoline. And someone asked me to fill one up, and I didn't know where the gas was. So luckily it was cool, but I was actually trying to take the radiator cap off and pour gasoline into the radiator. Luckily someone caught me before I blew the whole freaking place up. But anyway, so my dad's not the only one that kind of got crisscrossed here. So okay, do any of you have any gasoline stories or some kind of crazy fuel incident? please post those in the comments, and like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys again some other time. Have a great day.